Welcome to the Fantasy Addiction Network. Today we are talking Week 14 preview of the Green Bay Packers versus the Washington Redskins. This game is in Lambeau and it is cold. We're looking at a 41.5 over-under, so we're expecting a low-score game, and Green Bay is expected to win this one handedly. The implied point total via the Vegas lines is Green Bay will finish with 27 and Washington with 14. I would not be surprised if that was the final outcome. Maybe Washington will be able to put up a little bit more of a fight, but I do believe the Packers win this one pretty handedly. Rodgers this year, it's been pretty easy to predict what he's going to do. He's been great in good matchups and he's been mediocre to bad in bad matchups. Well, this is a good matchup, so if you have Rodgers, play him with confidence. The running back splits in Green Bay have been one of the most frustrating nightmares for fantasy this year. Aaron Jones has had some of the most tremendous games and also complete duds. Jamal Williams has been a little bit more consistent, but he does not carry the same ceiling that Aaron Jones has. But this week, Washington is no staunch defense against the run. I think you can start Jones with confidence as a running back one. And if you have Jamal Williams, he does make it decent sneaky flex option against the Redskins, and you just hope for a touchdown if you end up starting Jamal Williams. But I think both running backs are good plays. From a receiver standpoint, of course you're trusting Devontae Adams. He's finally back. He's been scoring touchdowns each week now, and I hope that that continues, and I think that it will. From the rest of the receiver standpoint, I'm not trusting anyone enough in my lineup. I think Lazard is an interesting stash and C play this week. If he sees an increase in targets and production, then I think he becomes an interesting conversation in the weeks to come. But at this point, I don't trust that LaFleur is going to change his game plan enough because we haven't seen it all year, even though Allison and MVS have been pretty bad almost every week. So we'll see how that goes. And from a tight end perspective, you're not trusting either Jimmy Graham or Mercedes Lewis, so these are not the tight ends that you're looking for. From a defensive side of the ball, I think Green Bay could easily be the top fantasy defense on the week. So if you have them, start them with utmost confidence. All right, looking at the Redskins side of the ball, you're not starting Dwayne Haskins, not even in a 2-quarterback league. There might be plenty of garbage time for him to somewhat salvage a fantasy day, but I'm not counting on it. From a running back perspective, you are starting Darius Geis. The Green Bay Packers have a much stronger pass defense, and they do a run defense. They're actually, I believe, number 5 in points allowed for the running back all season. I think Darius Geis is the real deal, and he's one of the best players on the Redskins team. Not that that's saying a lot, but I think that Darius Geis is going to have a really good fantasy week. So if you have him, you can start him with confidence. From a receiver side of the ball, I'm not looking to start anyone here. I think Terry McLaurin should be a bust this week. Wouldn't surprise me if someone on that team, maybe Paul Richardson, has an okay game, because again, there's probably going to be some fourth quarter garbage time throws that someone ends up getting points from, but I'm not looking to try to predict that. Avoid all Washington receivers if you can, and at this point you're also avoiding any tight ends on the Redskins, because all the tight ends that they had to start the season are no longer playing. And you're also not starting Washington's defense against Green Bay at home. That's just not a good idea. So anyway, hopefully you guys found this video helpful. Please like and subscribe for more, and check out my channel for the other previews for this week. We'll see you in the next one.